Welcome back to the GSL. Trying to go with that song that was playing.
It's better than Girls Just Want to Have Fun, Tasteless.
That really caught me off guard there.
Well, I tell you what, man. Huck just wants to have a longer game.
What we need to have for the next song that randomly comes on is like head, shoulders, knees, and toes, knees and toes.
You put your right foot in, you take your right foot in, you put your right hand in, and you shake it all about. Yeah. I was like trying to turn that into something having to do with micro. Didn't work. I do things on the fly. Catch you in the flip side, Tasteless.
Put your right stalker in. Micro your right stalker out. Micro your left stalker in.
And the tank
and you force field all about.
Oh, that was good.
Thank you. Thank you. Our map is going to be Antigua Shipyard, so bring your sailor hat. Somebody's like, but I only brought my fez. Well, too late, bro. We're going to the shipyard. Terran versus Protoss. MVP, the Game Genie Terran against the incredible Huck.
Here we go.
Game is loaded. Let's get this going. Two of our best players here, our best non-Korean against maybe our best Korean. He already beaten ST here at the GSL Kodes in Seoul, Korea. Casted by Tasteless and Artosis, the Casting Archon. Over here in the upper right, we have our red Terran, the Game Genie Terran, because he always seems. Never mind.
I am MVP.
Couldn't quite get that one out in time, Artosis. MVP has got to be feeling confident after slapping Huck down 2 times in a row.
Yeah.
Easy Huck.
Very true, Tasteless.
Here's Huck. I love you too. I love you. Then I don't think you can hear me.
No, probably not. They'll definitely watch the VOD later and notice that you love them. But
you didn't say that you love them. What's wrong with you?
I love them, Tasteless.
All right, it's better.
I do. I was waiting for the right time, but you just had to put it on me, didn't you?
Yeah.
Sigh. Well, we have standard by Huck. MVP, will he get a gas? Let's wait and see.
If I was MVP, you know what I'd do?
What?
The exact same thing.
This map is so long, but yeah, I think you're right.
But it's like actually so unexpected.
You know what I would do is the same. Yeah, I would do like
you know what I'm talking about?
A Raven all-in or something.
It's not exactly like it's the best map to do it on, but by game number 3, Huck's got to be thinking, all right, exactly what you've just said. This map is too big. You had your fun with me. And he's going to be like, oh, come on, are you kidding me?
Yeah. Well, by now, Huck has to be tilted. You know, he wants a GSL championship as bad as the next guy, maybe worse. And here's MVP saying, and Huck's saying, but you already have 2. Could you share? And he's saying, nuh-uh. And he's like, I thought we were friends. We put on the ladder. And MVP's going, nuh-uh. And he's like, do you understand what I'm saying? MVP's like, nuh-uh. It's like, well,
you
geez,
stop
MVP.
making me laugh, man. My sternum injury is killing me.
I'm sorry.
That's
you
what
should
it's
have
called,
fallen
right?
into that, into your exercise bike.
My exercise bike.
That was a dumb move.
It drove into me.
Oh, yeah? You were pedaling it so fast backwards that it got off the tracks.
What happened was I thought, maybe it's a good idea to fall into my exercise bike.
Well, that wasn't, was it?
No. What was I thinking? I was like, maybe it'll be fun. Maybe it'll be cool. Maybe I'll set a new trend.
Well,
no, I know. As
you're
I
not a
said,
hipster this time, Tasteless.
Some nerd just jumped on his exercise bike. Damn it, shit sternum.
He like belly flopped on it. Totally hurt. Doesn't trust you anymore. What's that like, Tasteless?
I went into the handles.
Ouch.
That's where it hit me.
Well,
okay, interesting.
Looks like MVP's going for a 1-Rax, expand into 4X, a completely different build this time. Huck, on the other hand. He looks like he's going a 3-gate pressure into expand. And MVP, he's going to need some bunkers for this, of course. Won't be able to hold it otherwise. And with the constant 4X pumping, this could go very well for MVP.
Yeah, certainly could.
If Huck loses a few too many units and then tries to tech while expanding, MVP will be able to do a lot of damage with his little pressure with the Marines. That's kind of what this is designed for.
The unfortunate fact of the matter is that there's no way that Huck can be aggressive against a Terran who does this build, and the Protoss always gets his expansion up later. So MVP is already up to a good start.
You know what Huck says when he loses?
What?
Ah, shucks.
I was expecting anything but that. You're good today, Artosis.
Thank you.
By the way,
Good
guys,
every day. What are you talking about?
it's good to be back here. Thank you, Moletrap Doe and Wolf, for subbing in for us. We love you guys.
Yes, we do. We love them very
We
much.
love us all around here at the GSL.
But they're actually in the studio watching, cheering Huck on, so they're never going to know that we said that.
We'll have to tell them.
We'll have to tell them.
We have to do.
No,
there's
seriously,
something.
guys.
There's something I need to tell you guys. Ouch! She was.
That hurts. It always is a big blow to lose that Stalker. Huck right now in the middle of the map at the funniest Xel'Naga Watch Tower in StarCraft 2
Why is it so funny?
because it doesn't actually cover any scouting paths from side to side.
Oh no, that's quite true. It's actually fairly unnecessary.
Oh, and Huck, you got to be careful. No! Losing another Stalker, but he does have some sentries here. He's by no means dead, but losing those two is painful.
Actually, these Marines for MVP are now stuck in the middle of the map.
Yeah, he's going to go up to the high ground here. Maybe make his stand right there.
He should just make one sentry there so he can't go up the ramp.
Oh,
Huck kind of messing up the force fields, not reading the Terran's army correctly.
he's got to be careful, too. He's lost 3 Stalkers already. And you know what this has done, aside from kill 3 Stalkers tasteless? It's let him know, oh, okay, this is a 3 barracks build, a 3 gateway build.
Gateway build, yeah.
And also, he knows that this was supposed to be some sort of pressure, and he stopped it from happening.
Right.
Huck is going to go up and, at least poke now, but already the damage has not been done. He's going to have 3 bunkers up before you know.
Oh, nice.
That was nice right there.
Sexy sentries versus Marines, the revenge.
It's a sequel to Sentries vs. Marines, where Marines won at the end of the movie. But yeah, that was actually really, really nice. But still, MVP is going to have enough. In fact, he's playing like a Zerg at the moment, Tasteless. He's just now putting down his gases. He is, in fact, going 3 commands before gas. And that is pretty sweet, man. MVP is always the player that comes out with stuff like this. In
You know
fact,
what I love?
He's
Is
gone
he
to
gives-
5 bunks.
Yeah, 5 bunkers. We call them bunks now.
Bunks, man.
Bunks.
Like bunk beds.
Sick as bunks.
Instead of 2 people sleeping in a bunk bed, 4 Marines in a bunk. Think about that.
That's kinky.
Chew on that one, Tasteless.
That is kinky, Artosis. Now going for the quick robotics support bay. That's interesting.
They got to walk on each other's backs at night. Get those kinks out.
Get those creep tumors out of their shoulders.
Well,
I don't think this game's going very well for Huck right now, Artosis.
MVP is actually kind of playing with Huck's mind at this point. He's got the 4 barracks going. He's starting to tech up. He's got that factory going. 4 gases now, the 3rd command. He's going to be ahead economically, probably for the whole game. Huck, on the other hand, as we see, does get scanned. And the robotics bay was not seen with that scan.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah,
Now,
because
theoretically, he could maybe get a Colossus over there to the front of his opponent's base.
yes.
Before the Terran can really do anything, Artosis.
And that's going to be a very nice poke, for sure. I mean, without Siege Shanks or Vikings, you can just outrange everything if you get that Chrono boosted out Thermal Lance. So he's going to be able to poke at least a little bit. Huck does still have 4 sentries. Oh, you got to be careful, Huck. He does not want to be losing Stalkers at this point. Marines, it's cool to kill them. It's neat. It's like all the fad and the rage. All the kids are doing it. Some kids are like, I've been killing Marines longer than you. They're hipsters.
They're hipster nerds.
But really, Huck needs every unit he can have. What Huck has that MVP doesn't is tech.
Right.
So he needs to keep as many gateway units as possible to cover his tech.
And let's also point out, guys, that MVP opted to tech incredibly late. I love how he sinks to the depot like that's going to do anything in that one moment that we just saw.
Like, oh, where'd it go? I guess we better leave.
Anyways, MVP elected to get that 3rd command center before really teching.
Yeah.
So MVP's tech is really behind.
Well, he is rushing as quickly as he possibly can up to Vikings. So, ooh! Hidden command center. I can't believe that. He actually hid that command center from the observer.
That's actually insane.
That was amazing.
Wow! That's what that was, Artosis.
Thank you, Dana, and I mean Tasteless.
Wow! Let me see here. What's going on next? Colossus coming out. And, yeah. Do not laugh at me, Artosis.
You're so funny, though,
I had lost my train of thought.
That's fine.
2 more bunkers. Barracks rather be placed down here.
Well, Huck is going to hit a pretty fun timing here, man. And another scan just went down.
Now, do you think he waited too long? Because it seems to me as though...
I'm not sure that he saw those Colossi.
No, he has not seen that yet.
Yeah,
it
he
just
just
seems to me
scanned, but it looks like it missed them.
He's going to get in there a little bit later, though. There could now be Vikings out theoretically, although he's making medevacs.
Yeah, he's making medevacs numbers 3 and 4. And when this comes out, let me count how many force fields Huck has. 16 force fields. So he has 16 force fields, a good number of Zealots, an okay number of Stalkers. Did lose a few more than he wanted to. But it looks like he's going for a 4 Colossus timing. And, MVP is starting ship weapons, so he has some idea of what's going on at least. And the Colossi, though, are going to do so well. If Huck just zones everything up perfectly with his force fields, he engages in the right areas. MVP without any anti-Colossus tech against 4 Colossus? Against 1 or 2, it's like, all right, spread everything out.
Yeah.
You might be all right. But here it's like, well, you better have the sickest surface area of life, and Huck better be attacking like a landed barracks or something, because otherwise these Colossi are going to do huge damage, and now he sees them. It's time, Tasteless. 4 Colossi. Huck needs to move out. Very similar spies, 158 to 144.
He needs to force the Terran to guard the middle of the map when he pushes out here. Because if Terran runs all the way back home, he's going to chop up that army with force fields of Colossus. What do we call them? Do we call them rays? Do we call them lasers? Do we call them beams?
I don't know. That's a good
That's
question.
a
I
tough
call them... Yeah. Now, MVP is making a second starport. He's queuing up Vikings. He's so scared.
If I can just interrupt you, Artosis.
Wow.
He's actually going to go for a 2-base all-in.
Yeah, he is making a 3rd Nexus, but yeah, at this point, it's getting kind of funny. Huck really needs to get something done, but MVP is behind him. MVP is behind Huck. Huck realizes and starts moving towards him. MVP right now wants to draw him away, wants Huck to run around the map. That is actually his greatest dream, is that Huck chases him across the map for a few minutes.
Terran scan sees Huck's army is a little bit split up here.
Right now, MVP is just buying time. He has both starports. He has both of them, in fact,
Theoretically, he could pick
reactors.
up and leave here and not lose anything.
Well, look at this. Huck is actually just suiciding his army in a line into MVP. This is exactly what MVP wants. Everything's going perfectly for him at this point. I feel like I don't know what Huck is really up to right now. He is killing off a good portion of the army, but in the meantime, MVP is making so many Vikings tasteless that he actually just completely won the mind game here.
Yeah.
He just won with his brain completely over Huck. Huck turned around when he had a solid timing against 2 Vikings with 4 Colossus. He turned around, chased that army, and of course, yes, the army could have counterattacked, but you need to be so decisive with a build like this. And he missed any time to do any significant damage. Now MVP has insanely more supply, 187 to 146. In fact, he's maxing out at the moment. And Huck has to now wait for his Psystorm to finish. I'm really scared that he's going to go engage. He needs to sit back. He has High Templars, and he needs Psystorm to be ready, or he's going to get crushed in the battle.
I feel so bad that Huck chased that army down there.
Oh
my God, his Colossus isn't protected. This might actually be the end of Huck.
Yeah, the Stalkers are across the map.
All for nothing.
Completely across the map. Some Hongun defense there with 4 sentries against those.
Hongun style, letting your Colossus die.
Yeah. Realistically, those Vikings should just be killing the Colossus still.
I'm surprised he separated the Stalkers from the Colossus.
Now, the Ghost Academy is only half done. Psystorm is ready, and there's 7 High Templars tasteless, so he has a lot of Psystorms, and Huck with a move command on the Stalkers. A little bit sloppy there, of course he did just fly back in the country last night.
Oh my God. No Colossus thieves alive.
And he's just going to land everything. MVP at this point really feels like he's ahead. Some nice Psystorms, but he does dodge out.
And this is just getting ugly, Artosis. I think the Viking land was not a necessary move here, but there's just too much Terran stuff on the map. As good as Huck's force fields are, as good as everything that Huck's been doing this game, MVP is miles ahead and still playing with Huck's mind.
Yeah. MVP has his 4 bases. Huck does have 3, but Huck's upgrades are just 1-0 against the 2-1 of MVP, where MVP almost has 3 plus 3 attack. MVP's getting his ghosts. He has his Vikings, or he had them at least. Just everything is going MVP's way still.
MVP controls literally the top of the map. He has everything there.
Yeah.
This a decision to make this expansion over here for Huck. He's probably going to regret now. And it's not only will the pros, but the Nexus die as well.
Going after pylons to make sure nothing can warp in, and now after the Nexus, looks like he will be able to get it in time.
And after this is going to be a Ninja Vanish.
Indeed it is.
Peace, Holmes.
Well,
this is getting out of control, Artosis.
Yeah.
MVP has played this game so perfectly. Even this decision here to control the center of the map with the turrets and the Zelnaga Watchtower.
if Huck was a sandwich, he would be a sloppy Joe, tasteless.
Ooh, that was good.
Delicious and wholesome, yet very messy. Actually, I don't know if it's delicious or wholesome. I never ate one. It's probably really
Yeah,
bad.
you're vegetarian. Sloppy Joes are okay.
Okay.
They're okay.
Yeah. Do you eat them with a spoon, or do you actually try to pick them up?
Eat them with a put them in a sandwich, so I eat the sandwich.
Okay. Do you have to wear a bib?
Well, I always wear a bib when I eat.
That's true.
I mean, it's just how I do it, you know.
Even when you eat Pringles?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. It's hardcore. Well, right now, MVP really tearing apart Huck's army. He does have a drop going towards the main, while Huck long-distance mines at third.
I think this might be the last few minutes of this game as we see Huck put up his Alamo.
And look at this. Huck going in, force fielding in his zealots can't run by. It's a little mistake there. In the meantime, he does have a drop in the main base, starting to take out tech structures in there.
We can just get a shot of the main of Huck, please.
There it is. Yeah, taking out upgrades and everything. Huck cannot be happy with that. It's 136 supply to 200 right now. MVP even taking the gold, going on to his 6th base. MVP is looking godly tasteless.
Right now, Chris is probably saying, Huck my life.
Yeah.
This is like pretty rough.
HML, dude. And MVP looking completely unbeatable.
MVP is actually a machine. GG.
MVP is like, yeah, I'm not going to lose a game this season like MVP. Like Nesty, my teammate, did last season. We're on a race. How many championships without losses can we have?
He wants it. He wants that 3rd championship, and no one's going to stand in his way, Artosis.
That's right. Well, we'll see about that, man, because, well, we'll talk about that in a minute. Huck looking quite pensive.
Very disappointed in himself in those games. I think he's probably even thinking back to game 1 and 2 where he's like, oh my God, I didn't even get to show my strats or anything because MVP just had my playbook.
Well, he needs to chuck out that playbook.
Chuck it out?
Chuck it out. He's a huck it out.
Well, I'm sad
it's
that
a sad day, man.
once again, it looks like you and I will be the only 2 Caucasians to make it to a JSL Finals.
Well,
We always make it. We're pretty good.
pretty sure we'll still be standing at the end, too, Tasteless.
White people don't always make the best StarCraft 2 players, but they are amazing commentators.
Huck, though, getting very admirably far. I think
Look,
there's a very good chance MVP can win. I think if Jelizerg wins the next match, MVP wins GSL. If he doesn't, Ryung wins GSL. That's my prediction.
Ryung is going to be tough for MVP to beat.
He is a TVT sniper as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
He is
so
godly
good.
TVT.
So, wow, it's been exactly 1 hour of worker toast. We're halfway through the games today.
God. I hope not. I hope this next one goes to 5 long games.
Please,
5 2-hour games. That's what I want. I want to cast for
I
10
missed
more
casting
hours.
Codes while I was at MLG, and then I come here and I'm like, all right, 2 Terran all-ins in a game where a Protoss has 3 bases to Terran's 5.
Yeah, that was rough. MVP really did outplay Huck there. Huck lost some extra units. He chased MVP across the map, but I mean, what are you going to do at that point? It's you either go for the base trade scenario. This is something that happens when you go for a strong two-base timing with your third so far away. Now, if Huck has his third base near his main base, I think that game's much different. You know, he's so spread out. The Vikings come in and start owning stuff up because his Stalkers are trying to deal with the drop over at this third that's so far away.
Dead right, Artosis. All right, we're going to have a 5-minute break, so don't go too far away. This is the GSL Codex.
Sorry that I hit your dog with my bike, but he still got 3 legs. He gonna be just fine. And baby,